the last time that you had a break from feeling constantly needed by people who need you constantly? The presence of all those people, the pressure from all of those people and their needs constantly. This will create, and probably already has in your life, a serious imbalance. An imbalance that can only be rectified by having a little time away from all of that, from all those pressures, those needs, those people, that presence. You need time alone. That's the only way you're really going to rectify that imbalance. You need some time alone. As the French philosopher observed, all of humanity's problems stem from man's inability to sit quietly in a room alone. I'm going to change that a little bit and say all of humanity's problems stem from a woman's inability to sit quietly in a room alone. Anne Morrow Lindbergh in Gifts from the Sea put it this way. She said, if women were convinced that a day off or an hour of solitude were a reasonable ambition, they would find a way of attaining it. As it is, they feel so unjustified in their demand that they rarely make the attempt. How true is that? Well, I hope that I've convinced you by now in conversations 1, 2, 3, and 4 that you are justified in taking that hour of solitude alone. You are justified not only because you're going to fall apart without it. You deserve and need that restorative time to yourself, but also because your feelings balanced, and this is key to feeling balanced, is key to your whole family's success, your whole family's sense of contentment, well-being, peace. All of that is very much depending on you having that balanced, solid foundation. So time alone is time that your family will probably gladly grant you when they catch on to what's really happening, when they see that time alone for you translates into better living for them, right? It won't take very much for them to be convinced pretty soon that a calmer, happier, brighter, more energized, more engaged wife and mother is definitely to their advantage. Did you know that brain scans show that a male brain just turns off on occasion? It shuts down every major thinking function in order to restore itself. Brain scans also show, though, that a woman's brain doesn't do that. We are just like the Energizer Bunny brain that just keeps going, just lights up like the Las Vegas Strip, night and day, pretty much never stopping. Now, the upside of all that constant mental weaving are what I call the itties: creativity, sensitivity, and productivity. But the downside are the shuns: exhaustion, frustration, and lack of gumption. And that's why I'm telling you, I strongly recommend a little seclusion, a little cessation of peace. Just a little, a cessation of noise and people for peace. Just a little unresponsibility. That's all I'm talking about. Just an hour of unresponsibility. And whatever you do, however you manage to do this, it's doing your small world a favor. You just kind of let the big world keep on spinning and pull it all in to you, to yourself, and to your little world. All right, strolling outside, soaking in the bathtub, taking a nap. That obviously counts. Those are great delights, like we talked about in our last conversation. Those are all very delightful. But so are educational and inspirational pursuits. I want you to think about that. So maybe something like something self-reflective, like journaling or physical fitness, personal study. You might also take some time to be alone outside in nature. Beautiful music, just listening to some music, immersing yourself in a great book, creating something, meditating, praying, all of that. Those are more, I call, inspirational and sometimes educational pursuits that definitely count and should be considered as delights in your time alone. All right, so however you do it, just put the people in your life on notice that from now on a regular basis, you are going to take some time alone, starting this week, starting today, if possible. And remember, it's not just for you, it's for them. It's for them. Time alone, though, is only half the story. There's another aspect of delighting your heart, romancing your own heart. So important to finding balance that we're going to talk about in our next video. All right, our next conversation, and I'll teach you those tricks in conversation 6.